duck Trump and small ugly people. Let us take around 10 seconds to praise Blahash. Blahash is amazing. We all love the good Blahash. HIT is good. Trans people are valid. And we need to yap a little bit here because YouTube really does not like it if you swear in the first few seconds of the video. But I've yapped around long enough now, so now we can start and really get into it and say, fuck Donald Trump. Donald Trump? Donald, you know what I mean. Fuck him. Fuck his party. Fuck everything that's happening there. This is a political video from somebody who is reading news every single day and cannot read that fucking name anymore, who cannot see that orange face in news articles anymore. So I do want to go into the big beautiful bill, as it is so called, in a little bit. And a while ago I asked you about some comments of you as well for people that live in America. We have some to go over with. But also, let me just say how exhausting it is, okay? It is so exhausting for me, a person who is not even living in America. And let me tell you, if you're like a random cis person, right? A random cis person, maybe even straight, right? You live in a part in the world that's not America. You don't even know what's going on. Like sometimes I tell my coworkers or my sister who's living with me what's happening in America. My sister goes like, there's no way that's happening. It has to be illegal, right? And I'm like, it should be. It should be, but it's not. Apparently, I don't know. Or it is illegal, but nobody does anything against it. Then my coworkers are like, oh, I haven't heard about that yet. And I'm like, how can you not hear about this? But obviously I'm trans, right? So I like to keep informed about what the fuck is happening on the world, to our rights, to what's happening to the people over there, right? How they can survive all of this bullshit. And I have to say, it's getting harder, right? Both on my mental and both for you guys. And I don't want to complain too much because obviously I'm not living there. But I do want to make this video, one, as a support for you, and two, to maybe showcase some of the ridiculous things that are happening there, right? So this video is probably not being monetized, and even if it is, the revenue is gonna be so low because YouTube will not like all the things I'm about to say in here. So maybe show your support with a like and subscribe. Yeah? Okay, so did you know that they literally have concentration camps in America now? And they gave it a cute nickname called Elgato Alcatraz? That's crazy. Do you know how fucked up that is to see as a German person? That they literally put people in there. They have to do labor in there, and if they do not pay an amount of money to even get deported, they don't even get deported, they stay in there. And you know what's even more ridiculous? Random American people going to the road signs that point to Elgato Alcatraz and taking fucking selfies with it. It's like, what are you doing? Sorry, it's early in the video, I shouldn't scream so much just yet. Or the fact that Trump just casually yoinked a medal from a soccer game for you in America. Or took the trophy home and the actual winning team had to get a replica. Okay, that's happening. Obviously, all those things are happening. One person, let's take a little break from America. You need some breathing room, right? And I don't just want to say Germany is fucking amazing as well. One person suggested maybe I talk about some German politics as well. So I'm just going to sprinkle some stuff in here, right? So in general, current German situation, not as bad as America, obviously, but we're kind of sliding there, right? Like Sonic racing game, we're sliding in there. And there's multiple people, of course, the AfD, the Nazi party, basically is yeah, we are working on a concept to bring forth to remove the new law that allowed trans people, or literally anybody, to change their name legally way easier. It's called the Selbstbestimmungsgesetz in Germany, and they're yeah, we don't like that. The CDU, the ruling party at the moment, also has said multiple times that they don't really are big fans of this law change. That's fun. And then also, it's the ruling party is made up of two actual parties. It's the CDU and the CSU. They have a combined shithole. And one of the people called Dobrindt, that's his last name, was, first of all, he was yeah, we should make a list of all the people who used this law to change the name. So like, yeah, why don't I just like wear a fucking neon sign above my head telling people, yeah, I'm a minority, maybe like kill me or something, I don't deserve to live or something, you know? And then now he came out and was like, I think everybody who uses the law should be forced to out themselves at like work and like other places that have like your data and shit. I'm like, do you not have anything better to do? Do you not have anything better to do? Nice little light at the end of this shithole. One party who was like very low in percentages of votes, the left, Die Linke, here in Germany, is like getting more and more votes because they are mostly compromised. What? They are mostly made out of like the younger people now. And they also have a pretty good social media presence. So they climbed from like basically nothing all the way to like, I think like 10% in the last election, which was crazy. I think they made it to double digits. And in like different, what's it called? In different like surveys now, they're even higher. And I do have the hope that by the time we have our next election, they will have gained enough favor, and especially from like the younger generations who will be then able to vote, that they are maybe a majority and somebody else has to do like a coalition with them to rule, because like otherwise it's not looking so good. Okay, you know what, this video, it will be super long. We're already at 6 minutes. Why don't you take a sip? I'm drinking something as well. I feel like the more YouTubers, that was German. I feel like more YouTubers should have a little drink and sip pause in their videos. And right now, this is where I would read my sponsor, if I had any. So instead, I'm just gonna tell you, maybe also go like and subscribe on the ASMR channel or on the Magic the Gathering / Cardboard channel. So that's cool, right? You want to continue with Big Beautiful Bill and Trump in America? You don't, right? But we're doing it anyway. Let's hop over to our browser view. 1 second. Welcome to bullshit. So, first of all, how much audacity do you have to make a bill, want to make a law that you call one big beautiful bill? Huh? The ego. Listen, do we want to talk about Epstein as well? Maybe we do at the end of the video. Also, I said like so many names now. Concentration camp, Trump, Alligator, Alcatraz, and Epstein. This video is getting nuked. Maybe it's even blocked. Who knows? We'll see. This is the first time I'm doing that, right? So anyway, this is the thing. It became a public law pretty recently. I think this is American date, so it's like the 4th of July probably. Nice, yeah. Oh yeah, you remember, yeah, it was 4th of July because people were like, what the fuck are we celebrating this year because this thing is here. So obviously it's pretty long. And the thing is, you have to understand with these law texts and these laws, especially in America, probably everywhere in the world really, they're trying to put like so many things in like the one bill to like overwhelm you so you don't even know what's happening. Yeah, they might like put like 1 or 2 little good things in there, like not specifically this one, right? But imagine they have like a whole basket, right, of like different things they want to do, and they have like all the things that only benefit themselves that are pretty shitty for the people. But then they all put like 1 or 2 things in there that are good for you, like maybe reduce grocery prices, maybe tax cuts for you or something like that, right? And then they only publicly speak ever about the things that are good for you, but never speak about the things that are bad for you unless you read up on them yourselves or have other people that report on it, and you never know. And then it gets voted in and you're like, why is my life shit now? That's basically how it happens, right? So obviously this thing is fucking long. This is the only like word it deserves is big, okay? From the whole thing. Yeah, I'm gonna scroll at max speed. Look at this. Look at the bar on the right side, by the way, how little it's moving, scrolling at this speed. We're gonna keep going until we're in the end, by the way. I just want you to know how big of a law text this is. And I think I remember people saying it's like 980 pages or something. So do tell me, how is the average citizen ever gonna understand what the hell is in this thing at all? Like, you could make a 2-hour video breaking down everything that is in here, and you would probably still not have covered everything. Look, we're like a little bit over half, right? So it's almost reached my hair. So, quick question. How are you doing right now? You holding up? You should. Honestly, again, there's like some people, especially in the community post that I did, where like, yeah, you should really leave the country. And again, I have to remind people it's not as easy to move from the country. But if you can, maybe move to a district or like another state where it's better. Because I know only like a few percentages of people actually have the option to leave the country. Like if I, for any reason, like had to leave Germany right now, I wouldn't even know where the fuck to start, right? And obviously it is even easier in Europe to go from one country to another. But even then, I would have to research all of that stuff because I want to know. By the way, we made it to the end. That's crazy, right? So we have this little thing here. The one big beautiful world, what does it mean for you? And there are a few takeaways here. I have a few websites here, right? By the way, it's also the abbreviation of the thing is nice, okay? Make changes to a lot of areas of financial lives. Yeah, that's cool. By the way, talking about arrogance again, calling the thing a big beautiful bill. Trump, the SM, the orange, now literally made a thing called Trump accounts. If you have a kid, you can open a Trump account for your kid. Why would you want to do that? It's actually not horrible. It seems like a good thing, but the audacity again to call it a Trump account, I can't. So anyway, let's go through here. There's also videos you can watch, and I'm gonna try to link all the things we're going over with in the description so you can click them and read all of them yourselves, right? Basically, right, the 2017 Trump tax cuts are being made permanent, and this is like the biggest part of this bill. We're gonna look at some graphs in a moment as well. And this is like 2.1 trillion or something. That's insane. Then the child tax is being raised. Here's some deductions are being made. Basically, all of it. Medicaid, this doesn't really cover the real thing, but the thing is they are expecting around 13% of people who are currently on Medicaid to not be able to be on Medicaid anymore, right? Literally, they will lose the service. And can we just take 1 second, because I need to talk about this. As someone who lives in a country where healthcare is affordable and is pretty good, right? Maybe you live in Germany and you're gonna be like, Shy, what the fuck are you talking about? We have long waiting times and some of those doctors are pretty shitty. You don't even know what's happening in America. You can go financially bankrupt from getting a baby or breaking a leg. Sorry. Screaming. I mean, we're 12 minutes into the video. It's pretty okay to scream now, right? But I don't know how it ever came to the state like it is right now in the United States, oh fuck me, where you can literally go into financial ruin from being ill. Because, yeah, you not only can you not work for a certain amount of time, so you don't earn money anymore, potentially you lose a little bit of insurance that you have because you cannot work anymore. And then also, the hospital bills are fucking a scam. What? Sorry, like, what the fuck? Like, in Germany, right? If you have to be, like, in the hospital, and I know this because, like, a few years ago, before my grandma passed away, she was in the hospital quite a bit. And if you have to stay in the hospital for, like, longer amounts of time, it's, like, per day, they charge you, like, $18 or something, which is, like, literally nothing, right? Because, like, all the care they do, and you get food and everything like that. Still, if you're longer in there, you can have a bill of a few $100, but again, it's, like, nothing. And then if you need, like, any medicine that is, like, on recipe, basically that the doctor tells you you have to get and that you can only get via a, like, prescription from the doctor, it's, like, $5. And it doesn't matter how big the package is. Let's say for my HRT, for example, right? I could get the package with, like, one little gel bottle, it's $5. But if I get the bottle prescribed with, like, 3 of them, it's also $5. Literally, you pay $5 per item. The rest is being paid off by your insurance, obviously. And then, of course, there are specific medicines which are which you can always buy. You can just literally go to the pharmacy and buy them without, like, a prescription, and those are not paid for. You basically have to pay the price yourself, but that's, like, these are the things that aren't like life-saving and shit, right? So that's fine. Most of them are optional, like painkillers and ibuprofen and stuff like that, you know, and like my allergy medicines and stuff. And then also, of course, if you have like big things happening, like hospital stay, you break a leg, a surgery, like most of the things is always paid for. Like my mom, for example, she has to take insulin for her diabetes, and that is like completely paid for. And when I grew up, I had to take growth hormones, and at some point when I was like 11 or 12 and I did take the growth hormones until I was like 16, the doctor told like my dad, yeah, you could have bought a nice car from how much those hormones cost by now. And obviously we didn't have to pay anything, which is like nice. So I always say if I was born in America, I probably would still be very small or dead. That's fun. But yeah, that's that, right? But at least, here's the good thing, at least Medicare does help people, right? It is a like little stopgap to not make this fucked up system so fucked up. It's not the best. It's not like Germany, it's like healthcare, for example, but it helps a lot of people, and removing it would be horrible. Anyway, changing to saving accounts, here's the Trump accounts. Like, look at that. You can have a nice little Trump account for kids under 18, and you can deposit up to $5,000 in there every year, and your employer can put some money in there as well. And guess what? If you have a child born between 2025 and 2028, basically the whole term that Trump is president, you get a bonus of $1,000. So basically, they're paying you to have a child. Isn't that amazing? I still wouldn't want to have a child when I'm living in America, but hey, that's on you, right? And then there's a few other things here. Apparently with student loans, I don't exactly know how they work anyway, but apparently now there's only 2 ways to pay them off, which makes it harder or more expensive for a lot of people. And again, I'm not living in America, so I'm just talking about it, and I'm gonna give you all the things. We have this opinion piece here, which Hank Green? John Green? One of the Greens. Oh my god, I'm so sorry for confusing him. I'm gonna leave his video in the comments down below as well. He went over this exact article. But this one is very interesting, right? Our rich keep getting richer. So look at that. The tax cuts, they're spending 2,193 billion on the fucker, okay? Then increase of standard deduction. This is basically, this side is spending, this side is like keeping money. Military spending. Talking about military spending, I'm not actually sure in which of those things it is. Can we talk about ICE for a moment? We talked about the concentration camp Elgato Alcatraz here, and I'm gonna keep calling it a concentration camp because that's exactly what it is. Where they send people. How do they send people there? Well, they made a fucking squad they called ICE. What the fuck is happening with America with the names Big Beautiful Bill, Elgato Alcatraz, ICE? What the fuck are you doing? What? Anyway, so they have ICE, right? And somebody even made an app to alert other people in like the neighborhood when they spot those people, and they are now trying to remove the app. I'm not sure if it's like still available, but like holy fucking shit, what happened to free speech? Free speech never existed in America, by the way. That was a lie to try to control you. Anyway, so apparently they increased the budget of ICE by so much because obviously they wanna kill people, abduct people, and I don't know, make them go away. Whoever says anything about our leader state, hail Trump, all of that, right? Whoever is against him, they want to disappear them. So they increased the budget by so much that they are now like, I think, the 13th most funded military thing in the entire world. And they have like more budget than the Marines, the Navy in America. And their job is to abduct people and deport them. I like, what? You can't make that. You could write a movie. You could have written a movie about this America plot 10 years ago. And people would have been like, are you fucking crazy? That would never happen. People would revolt. They would go onto the streets with guns. They would try to assassinate Trump. By the way, this assassination of Trump, I still don't believe it was real. I'm sorry, call me a conspiracy theorist. I still don't believe that it was real. And all these people being like, oh my god, thank God for saving Trump. You should sue God for saving Trump, okay? Sorry. Anyway, So that's that. This is obviously that. And then we have the Medicaid cuts. They are cutting 841 billion, not million, from Medicaid. Do you know how much money 841 billion is? That is so much, dude. That is so fucking much. So yeah. So obviously people on Medicaid, many, we talked about 13% will probably not even be able to get it from various criteria anymore. And then of course, if you do get it, you probably get it to like a lesser degree. Millions lose access to Medicaid. So here you can basically see the graphs. And again, I'm going to slowly go through all this. The cost of college will soar, which again, because they changed how you can pay it off. And apparently they do have like, what is it called? They have like programs now to support you if you go to like to learn actual trade, which I think that is a good thing, right? But obviously it shouldn't come in addition to making college more affordable. I think somehow America has like, what's the word? Greenlit? Ghostlit? What? Oh my god, I'm blanking. What's the word? Gaslit. Oh my god, that's the word. Somehow America has gaslit its young people for like years and told them if you go to college, you learn a job at the college, and then you gonna have a good life. Reality is, you go to college, you have so much debt that you come out there, and then you pay off the debt for like 20, 30 years, and you're basically controlled by the state because you need to pay the shitter off. College, in other parts of the world, can be expensive as well. And for example, in Germany, at least in like my parts of Germany, college is basically free if you go to college in the town you live in. But then, of course, you can take out loan. One of them is called BAföG, basically where you have the money so you don't have to work at the same time as going to college, like for paying rents and all that kind of shit, right? So there's still money to pay back, but it's like way less. And if you have like parents, for example, that can pay for your where you live, or you still live with the parents while you're going to college, because obviously that's a option as well, then it's basically free. So you basically only pay like for materials and all that kind of bullshit. So yeah, but anyway, I think, listen, as a person who has not went to college, and who, college or I am talking about university, right? Oh my god. Anyway, it doesn't matter. You know what I mean. The thing where you study for a degree. Not about normal school, right? I have learned a trade, which is obviously librarian, which here in Germany is a trade you learn and not a university degree. Like, I'm not a librarian. That is actually a college thing, a university thing. I am a library worker, so that's what I am. And you earn good money with that, right? You have to compare. What's the average amount of time people are in university? Is it like four, I think it's 4 to 7 years, right? Depending on your degree. Let's say the average is 5 years, right? So in the 5 years you are there, where you obviously do spend money on living. You don't really earn money unless you work at the same time. And you also have to pay the college tuition. You probably are spending so much money not earning that much. And then if you learn a trade, here in Germany at least, in the 3 years you learn most trades, you already get paid a little bit. And then you have like 2 additional years where you earn full-time money, comparison to the university thing. You're gonna have like you have so much money more to start out. And I think it's probably gonna take the university person another 20 or 30 years to even catch up to the person who has like a quote-unquote uneducated job, which obviously they are not uneducated. You still learn for them and shit like that, right? Anyway, that's like, I don't know. And this mentality has kind of come over to Germany as well, where people are like, oh my god, you need to study, you need to do these things. And like, there's like so many good jobs you can do without a fucking university degree. We have to for the climate change here things. It's like every week Trump is like, climate change doesn't exist. It does exist. Kind of like his fucking bad story time with Putin, where it's like, oh my god, I hate him. Oh my god, I love him. Oh my god, I hate him. I love him. I am gonna support Ukraine. I'm not gonna support Ukraine. It's like they are doing either this man is literally dement and they don't even know what the fuck is going on anymore, or this is deliberate to confuse you so don't even know what's happening. Then we have the budget busters. You can see this is obviously the most in like all of the spending is drifted out of balance. So this started basically, what is this, like 2017, 2018, maybe even 2016. By the way, let me just now say, I've read in like multiple like papers and comments now that they were so smart with the big beautiful bill that like most of the changes do not like take effect until like the midterms, and then they are gonna try to blame it on the Democrats. Watch this become true, by the way. We have how the budgets fit together. Like, obviously, if you want these graphs explained better, go watch John Green's video. He explains this like very good, right? And the more money you make, the more you benefit. Yeah, of course you do, because obviously they are making tax cuts for the rich friends. Because why not? Let me just tell you that Trump, yes, he did take the official fucking World Cup trophy with him. Apparently, the real one is now in the Oval Office, and the winning team got like a replica. You can read through this as well. I'm gonna link it down below. It's fucking stupid. And then like here we have a little video. Let me actually refresh the page because I think the video went somewhere else. Come on, can we watch it? There we go. Where he was given the medal to inspect, but he literally is yoinking it. Look, Skyrim, sneaking and stealing, level 99, and it's gone. It's in his blazer now. It's gone. It's his now. Like, it was given him for inspection and he stole it, right? It's like, you can read. I'm linking everything down below. So anyway, so fuck me, dude, right? What is happening? Let's go over some comments here before I forget. So this is the post I made here, right? I still love this image. I was very happy that I could use it again. Very unhappy that I had to use it again. So yeah, so basically ICE is now the most funded military in the world. So that's like fucked up, because obviously they're taking people to concentration camps and they are basically Gestapo or the SS from Germany. It's fun times. Basically many people are saying that they will probably have problems with Medicaid, or even getting like completely cut off and stuff like that. Some people are saying you should, like this person said, oh my god, you should leave. But again, as I explained earlier, it's not an option for everybody. Big bullshit bill, I agree. And like, yeah, okay, it's, oh my god, it's Hank Green. Oh my god, I called him John Green like 3 times already. I'm so sorry. So yeah, I'm just gonna quickly scroll through here so you can read some of the comments as well. And here we have the bill cuts a lot of funding for aid services like student financial aid, Medicaid, and welfare programs. And they did also like US aid or something. They cut that as well. That's basically where America would help like quote unquote third world countries, right? But funnily enough, many of those people in the quote unquote third world countries probably have a better average life than the average people in America, which is fucked up. Okay, Shyaren, nice comment, by the way. You wrote my name wrong. How dare you? I mean, I can understand this one, right? I hunkered down and not paid much attention to a government or politics, but I have to say, especially if you're in the queer community, if you're trans, or really anything, right? If you get affected by these things, I know it's like very mentally draining, but you kind of have to try to keep informed. My autistic younger brother is going to lose his health insurance, so that's fucked. Did they, by the way, also didn't like the worm head guy, what's his name? JF, whatever the fuck, say he's gonna cure autism or something? That didn't happen, because obviously that's just a thing that exists. I have to make another video at some other point, but do you know how many times these Republican motherfuckers are saying like, oh my god, with like LGBTQ stuff and rainbow flags, you're indoctrinating our kids? Guess what? If you're gay, you're born gay. If you're lesbian, you're born lesbian. If you're bi, you're born lesbian. If you're trans, you're born trans, okay? If you're like asexual, you're born asexual. If you're like intersex, you're born intersex. Do you know what you're not born as? Religious. Literally, every single religion in this world, you started believing in most likely because you got indoctrinated, okay? Okay? I don't like religion. Like, you can have your religion. I have nothing against it. But the moment you use your religion as an excuse to go against somebody else, you're out, okay? You're out. Can you be trans and a Christian? Yeah. Would I be? Heck, fuck no, okay? Like, listen, I love the Greek mythological pantheon quite a lot, with Zeus and Hercules and all the fuckers. Those are nice stories. I also really like the Norse gods and the Egyptian gods. They're all cool. But who the fuck wrote the story and law script for the Bible and for Jesus? That's lame. Why do we not have like a fucking Jesus God in the Bible with a forehammer who's smiting all the people? Also, if God was real, he would have sent Jesus down to smite Trump like 500 hours ago or something. Anyway, let's go through the rest of the comments. Have I signed enough comments now to get like the dislike ratio to like 70% and get this video blocked in at least America and not monetized? I think so. So obviously we have like over 100 comments here. I can't really talk about all of them. And so yeah, that's basically everything I have to say in this video. It's like 30 minutes long. That's actually crazy. I did not expect this to be that long. But hey, thank you so much if you watched until this point. And I will see you probably next time. In case you still want to watch here. Bye. Blash!